Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be telling you the story about how I had surgery. When I'm filming this right now, it's about 2 months after surgery, but the next clip you're gonna see of me making a really bad joke and telling you the story about how my leg, like how this all happened. That is the day before I went into surgery, and then I also have clips of me drugged up on anesthesia, so that is super funny. And then I also kind of go over how I'm doing now, so stay tuned for that. Today is the day before I go into surgery, and sadly I'm not getting a Brazilian butt lift. I had my consultation and they told me that basically my booty was just too perfect. Like there was no way to fix it. They couldn't do it. And I was just like, there's no way. This booty could not get that perfect. So sadly they said I couldn't get a Brazilian butt lift. It's fine. But the real reason I'm actually going into surgery is I dislocated my kneecap. But basically what happened was I was in a dance class last year, and when quarantine and corona hit, we had to do online school. So we had to film us doing a dance that our teachers choreographed and sent to us. So I was doing one of my dances and I stepped wrong and I dislocated my kneecap. And basically when it went out, it bruised my top bone, my thigh bone. It bruised the bottom part of that, and then when it snapped back in, it fractured the bottom part of my kneecap and like the underneath part of it. So that was fun, and basically a little piece of bone chipped off of my leg. I basically did it and I was like screaming, just like laying on the ground outside, just screaming. And they finally, my parents came out and they were like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "I think I broke my knee." And they were like, "You didn't break it." And I was like, "I did." Because I knew something was wrong. Like I knew it. I knew something was wrong. It was not okay the way my knee had just moved. It was just like, yeah, so that's what happened. And literally my mom didn't believe me that anything was wrong, because the first doctor we went to at our little insta place, they were like, they did x-rays on it and they were like, it's not broken, but it could be some muscle ligament thing. But my mom thought I had just overextended it and that it was gonna be fine in 3 days. Here we are, almost a month late, more than a month later, and I have to get surgery. He told me at the instant care there was probably a muscle ligament thing, and to just stay off of it, because they were like, we also would not be able to tell you if there's a fracture under your kneecap. So yeah, then about this was on May 12th, so it was about 2 weeks later. It was Memorial Day, and the last doctor told us to go see a sports medicine doctor if we were really that worried about it and it didn't go down, and the swelling didn't go down and everything. So it was swollen up to the size of a grapefruit or a bowling ball, just depending on the day. It literally looked like a skin bowling ball, or a grapefruit that was wrapped in skin. It looked like someone just jammed a grapefruit or a bowling ball just right in my knee. Anyway, so that was fun. So it had been about 2 weeks and we had no clue what was wrong with it. And Memorial Day, so my uncle is a sports medicine doctor, and we were at his house after putting flowers on graves and stuff. So he has this little ultrasound machine and it plugs into his phone. So he was doing an ultrasound on my knee, but he couldn't see anything because there was just so much fluid in it, because it was still so swollen. And he was like, honestly, at this point, I think your best bet's gonna be an MRI, because I can't even see what's wrong with it and it's just too swollen. And it's been this way for too long. And I was like, thank you. Thank you for finally realizing there's something wrong here. So my mom finally started believing me that something was wrong and that it was hurting really bad. As bad as it was, because when I first did it, it was so bad that I was like screaming when I had to get up to go to the bathroom because it just hurt so bad to hit it in any wrong spot. It doesn't hurt that bad anymore. I'm glad about that. But so basically after that, he told us about one of his friends who worked closer to where we lived, and so he like got us, they had lost my x-rays from before, so they decided to do some more x-rays on it, which so grateful we did because we would not know what happened without them. But basically, if I can, I'll probably show a picture. But yeah, on those x-rays it showed that the bottom part of my leg was fractured and that a piece of bone had chipped off of my leg. So they were like, honestly, with the damage that it did from just probably dislocating, it could have taken out your ACL, so we're still gonna need to do an MRI to make sure that like everything else is okay. And I was like, chillin'. So we did the MRI, they found a little piece of bone in my leg, and they found out that like either 10 millimeters or 10 centimeters of cartilage under my kneecap is missing. I don't know which, but yeah, under my kneecap is missing, and they don't know where it is. Like, they couldn't see it in my knee in the MRI, so they're hoping they can find it when they do like the scope on my knee when they get the bone out. So yes, and they also found out that my ligaments on the left side of my right knee are severely stretched out from when it dislocated, obviously, but nothing is like torn or anything. So they basically were like, we're gonna do some probably scar tissue therapy on the cartilage parts. I'm gonna have a bionic knee after this shiz. Just kidding, I don't get to have a robot knee yet. But basically they said after the MRI that I would probably need to do surgery to get out that piece of bone, because while it's not bugging me right now, in the future, like down the road, it could get lodged up under my kneecap and cause me problems under there. And they're gonna do a procedure it's called the scope procedure, to like just look around my knees, try to find probably that cartilage and to get the piece of bone out and just clean out all the gunk and all the fluid that is in my knee from being swollen. But it's not too swollen anymore, honestly. It's not bad. But anyway, that's what's happening. Also, they said, so we had to meet with my surgeon after we talked to the other doctor that was helping me get the MRI and all that stuff. So we had to talk to this surgeon, and he was like, basically, where your ligaments have stretched out a lot, we have this other procedure that we can do where we add a cadaver's ligaments into your leg so that they will just grow in with your ligaments, and it'll be easier and more likely that this will not happen again. Where as of right now, there's a higher chance because they are so stretched out and they aren't gonna, shrink back for a pretty long time. So it was either 2 months with the recovery for the scope procedure where they take the bone out of my leg, or it was a 3 to 4 month recovery if they did the ligaments in my leg. So I figured it was pretty much 6s, so I'm gonna go ahead and do both surgeries. They're doing what they call a same-day surgery, so I'm assuming I don't have to sleep at the hospital overnight. I think I get to go home. But basically, I'm going to be in a full leg brace or like a heavy brace for either, he said it could range from a week to 2 weeks to a month. So we'll see how long that's on, and I basically am not allowed to like bend my leg or any like too much until I get that off, and then they're gonna move me to a lighter brace where they're gonna start physical therapy, so like bending it, straightening it, putting a little bit more pressure on it, and then from there I get to move to walking, to cycling, to jogging, and then eventually within probably the 4-month span, I will be back to normal again and running and doing lacrosse stuff. I should have just lied and said this was a lacrosse injury. That makes it sound so much cooler. I'm so sad about this. I have like this like birthmark on my leg, and it looks like I don't really know what it is. It's either like a frowny face or a smiley face, or just like a picture of, I don't know what it is. Like, it's just like, I'll put it in, I'll put a picture of it in here, and then I'll put the emoji that I think it looks like right here. but they're basically gonna have to do an incision above like the 2 eyes. So it's not gonna be a smiley face anymore because the scars are gonna ruin it. It's gonna have like double eyes. It's gonna be. My surgery is tomorrow, so I'll see you before then. This is, oh no, my tiger. So I just got out of surgery. I'm kind of loopy. I got my finger there. Oh my goodness. I'm so weird. Okay, I got my IV in. It's pretty good. I think I can. Oh, I can't turn my camera. I'm not really excited for it to be taken out. I think it's going to be not good. But look at my cute hairnet. I'm going to post on my Instagram story and be like, finally gonna get a BBL and a nose job. And then I'm going to be like, psych it with my knee. And funny thing, my mom right here, she said I wasn't going to have to get a brace on it.
You're welcome.
And guess what? They already put the brace on it. They didn't even ask me any questions. Like, count down from 10. Like, can't even do my voice. Hi. I didn't think I was gonna like. So she told me that the first time my knee's kind of uncomfortable. Like, it doesn't hurt. It's just uncomfortable, you know. Do you think they move it over? Do they want me to? Do they like that? I can sort of bend it. I'm really loopy. Like, I don't feel like dancing. But then, like, I like sort of was groggy and my eyes were closed and I like woke up a little bit. While they were wheeling me out of surgery, like I didn't even wake up. I woke up on the way back to here, and I was like, I'm not cold. I'm just shivering, bro. I mean, I really don't feel cold. So, I remember them like lifting me onto the gurney, and they were like, "We're gonna have you wear this test net." They have me wearing this net.
Yep, for sure.
Do you want me to lie? Okay, so.
Oh yeah.
That's a bit more comfortable, isn't it?
This is my lion, and before surgery, we were sitting in and
Now let's get this good looking t-shirt on you.
they were like, bro, I feel like it's shaking in my lens. My camera's not doing good, and it looks like I'm having an it looks like we're having an earthquake. I promise we're not. But it said, I thought the t-shirt said, I'm a lion. And I had an operation. I'm so sorry. This angle is so weird because I didn't listen to. But I'm not cold. I promise you. Bro, they need to get this IV out of me. I'm going crazy. So it says I thought it said I'm a lion and I had an operation. You know. But it says I am not lying. I'm not lying. And no joke, it took me like 5. Oh my god, we're switching hands. He was like, oh no, this hand is just as bad. It says, I'm not lying. And it took me way too long to get it. I'm not cold. I'm just like, oh my god. Okay. So. And then I finally realized, like, I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
You're welcome.
Oh, man. When did my glasses get back on? Oh, my. Why are you laughing at me? Do you see my bad boy? My brace. Bad boy. Ooh. Warning.
Good looking.
This part is closed in the series. The injury was psych.
Alright.
Oh, skin. I thought they said this is wrapped up for a serious injury. Psych.
Ready?
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't control it.
Give me a foot.
1,
Did hot nurse bring me in here?
You got enough?
Okay, so, oh, you have it. So,
pull up in your back here. Ooh, sorry.
there, oh,
Okay.
okay, we're gonna, ooh, this is, ooh,
Give me the jacket.
we're gonna set you up on my teddy. Oh my gosh.
There it is.
That's the right way. There we go.
That's more like.
Innovative genius. We just set you up on,
Look at you.
so, I was in the
Do you want your jacket
surgery.
zipped up or do you want it
Oh,
open?
look at you.
Okay. Now don't go nowhere. I'm going to go to a chair,
I
okay?
feel like I'm having seizures. I'm not even kidding. Do not bring them F-boy LED lights around me.
How you feeling?
I don't know how to
Good.
feel. So, we
No, I
walk
was
in,
about to.
and there's this like really, really attractive nurse, and he's like wheeling somewhere out. Oh my god. I don't know what this. What is this? I'm not cold. I'll go under my blankets. It still happens. Yeah. Thank you. I love you. I didn't even say I love you. I love you. I miss you.
Let's go.
Whoa.
I'm going to come empty this first really quick, okay? So hang tight.
So, there's this nurse. Okay? And he's wheeling some girl out. Man's is hot.
Wow.
He is so attractive. He's so
Be
cute.
there.
I'm not gonna move it while I'm shaking.
All right. You done that with it
I
now.
think they're talking about.
Let's go.
I said, let's get her some water and some pain pills. And I said,
Oh, send you home with an empty bag there.
yes. Okay.
You gotta do that.
Sure do.
This is fun. I like this. I think I'm starting to wear out of it. And like my brain felt weird coming in here, but I feel better now.
You're going down.
So
Yep, just like that.
there's this highly attractive nurse, and we call him the hot nurse.
Put that in.
Oh my
Sure do.
goodness.
I got a couple of them.
Okay.
You know when the wait. I'm just vlogging. So, oh my gosh, I just got swerved. You know when the waiter comes and they think that you think that that tray is for you, and they go, ooh. I thought they just did that to me because she had like water, and I was so excited. I was so excited.
I'll track down your daughter again,
So basically,
and we'll get you out of here.
there's a highly attractive nurse, and I really hope that he's the one that comes and gets me. Oh, not again. Okay, well, love you. Bye. This is fun. Okay, my mom says to give her my phone, and I'll agree a little bit. So, okay, so basically, this was like filmed before I went into surgery. So, my surgery was almost 2 months ago. I've now started physical therapy. I'm doing pretty good at it. I was in a straight leg brace that went from about my ankle to my thigh for a week, and I wasn't allowed to bend it. And then after that week passed, I was still in the same brace, but they unlocked it so I could bend it to 90 degrees. And so here we are now. I'm in a lighter brace, but basically what they found out with the cartilage thing was that it had actually scraped off when my knee like went out of its place, and over half of it is gone. So there's that. And then also there is a piece, so when they were in there doing the surgery, they still didn't find, I don't know if they found the cartilage or not, but they took a bit of my cartilage that was in my knee, and apparently they can send it to a lab where they can grow replica cartilage of mine. So I'm unfortunately gonna have another surgery where they have to put in the replica cartilage so that I don't have arthritis when I'm older, or get, isn't it like young onset youth arthritis? I don't know, but I don't want that either. So I'm gonna have that surgery soon, I guess. I don't really know when. So there's that. That's that. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on my social medias. They will be linked in the description. And that's all I have to say for today. So love you guys. Thanks for watching. Peace out. So love you.